Okay. So yesterday we are looking into the creation of purchase order, right? So we'll go to, so directly we are going to the T code. Okay. So here what we are doing, we are creating the purchase order with respect to purchase requisition, right? So just enter this one, hit on enter. So we have seen the, so we have seen the header type selection, right? And we are going to see the item type selection we are going to see. Okay, so basically, okay, so basically we have seen the material tab, and we have seen till delivery tab, right? No problem, we will just look into again. Okay, so basically here in the material tab you will be able to see the material related information. Okay, you can see this one. Just hold on one second. Okay, so you can see the material related information, that is material group, supplier material number, if there is any kind of supplier patch is there, or there is any kind of EN or UPC number you have maintained. So you can see all of those things in the material data tab. Okay, then you can check in the quantities tab. Just one thing. So Parmanand, is your like that issue has been solved or not?
No, sir. Not solved yet.
Okay, so try to open your system. Okay, maybe in some time we can see that. Okay, once we finish this one, we can see that. Okay, what is the issue?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So basically in the quantities tab, you can see what are the quantities are there, where how much quantity you want to order. Let's say in the purchase requisition, there are 100 quantity or 1000 quantities are there, and in the purchase order, you want to change some of the quantity. So you can maintain the quantity over here. Okay. What are the, like, let's say for purchase order, purchase requisition, it's 10 quantity. Now here you want to order only 5 quantities. So you can maintain the PO quantity over here. Okay, now next one is the delivery schedule. So in the delivery schedule, basically we can see the delivery dates. Okay, delivery dates and statistical delivery dates, these kind of things we will be able to see. Okay, now next one is, here is your delivery tab. So in the delivery tab, here you can see these are the delivery tolerances are there. So tolerances are getting copied from the, let's say from the material master, it is getting copied. Okay, so shipping instructions also getting copied, and reminders are also getting copied. Remaining shelf life data, if you have entered anything in the material master, it will be getting copied here, or else it will be not getting copied. GR processing time, so GR processing time also, if you have something in the material master, it will copy to here. Planned delivery time is getting copied from the supplier master or vendor master. Okay, so here also we are having a delivery completion indicator. If you are selecting or you are completing the purchase order manually, or if you want to close this purchase order, you can select this delivery completion indicator manually. Okay, manually if you select this delivery completion indicator, this purchase order will be marked as closed. Okay, now next thing is invoice. Okay, in the invoice tab also we are having this final invoice button. So this checkbox will be selected based on the, you will be selecting um, when you require to close this purchase order, same thing as of your goods receipt. So this will be for the invoice receipt. So you have to select this final invoice checkbox. Okay, now next thing is, here we can see invoice receipt button. So if your invoice receipt has been selected, then you will be able to do the invoice receipt. If it is not selected, then you will not be able to do the invoice receipt. Your material will be received, but it will be received as a free materials only. Okay, let's say GR based invoice verification. So whenever you do the invoice verification, the quantity will be verified based on the GR quantity. Okay, based on the GR quantity, it will be comparing in the invoice section. Okay, so this is what we have already discussed, right? So GR based invoice verification. So here also you can see there is a ERS indicator is there. Okay, maybe you will be able to see, or maybe you have to see in the, maybe you will be able to see it in the, in your system, or you can check it in any other system. Okay, means the offline system you can check, basically you will be able to see that one. But I believe there is, or you can see in the selection system, you can see some of the field selection. If it is not there, that ERS indicator will be there. Okay, there will be ERS checkbox will be there, maybe check it. Okay, so normally what is a ERS process? ERS is basically evaluated receipt settlement process. Let's say you are not going with the invoicing process, you are going with the automatic settlement process. So that is basically done with the ERS process, evaluated receipt settlement. So based on that, means if you are selecting the ERS process, then you are not going to like vendor is not going to send you an invoice. Rather than that, you will be generating your own invoice and you will be settling to the vendor. Okay, this is basically the ERS process. Okay, now next one is your condition tab. So condition tab, here basically your pricing procedure will be getting copied. Okay, so pricing procedure, here you can see, here there is a condition record is there. Okay, there is a analysis is there. Okay, so if you click on the condition record, it will be showing you whatever conditions record are already maintained for this kind of purchase order. Okay, if we say about the pricing, so basically these conditions and all we will be looking into in a detailed basis while we are going to the um, like the pricing procedure. When we see, we will be going into that in a details basis. But right now, if you see, let's say if you want to see what are the condition records are there, you can just click on this and it will be showing what kind of conditions it will be having. Okay, pp is a double zero, whatever things are there, it will be showing to you. Okay, now if you go to condition record, means basically if you maintain it in the info record, or if you have maintained it any other let's say condition record, so based on that it will be showing you condition record. Next, if you go to analysis, it will take you to the pricing procedure. Okay, so basically here you can see this is the pricing procedure, RM0000 purchasing document. Okay, for that purchasing document, you can see these are all of the condition records are available. Sorry, these are the conditions are available. Okay, based on the conditions, what are the condition records are maintained, so those condition record will be showing over there. Okay, so right now maybe it is not like you will not able to understand all of those things, so we will be looking into in a detailed basis while we are going to the your pricing procedure. Okay, now next one is, here you are having update prices are there. Okay, if you click on this one, so it will update the price also. Okay, accordingly it will update the price. Now this is all about your condition. So basically pricing type will be showing over here. Let's say manually if you want to add some conditions also, you can add it based on the whatever conditions are available in the pricing procedure. Whatever things are available, it will take the, you can add it in the manually also. Okay, so this India tab, this is someone has generated something here. Okay, this is India tab, it should not come. So next one is a text tab. So here same thing as your header text, same thing you can see in the item text, it should be showing some of the text, or if you want to maintain some of the text also, you can maintain it. Okay, next one is delivery address. Here the delivery address is basically where you want to the have the material. So this is basically in SAP standard, it is a plant address. Okay, whatever plant you are entering over here, that address will be copying over here. In the header section, we are having a delivery address, that is basically the vendor delivery address. Okay, vendor address. And here this is basically the your plant address. Okay, so here also, if you want to change something or if you want to add something or customize something, you can add it through the, there is a address is here. Okay, so there will be some address number will be here, so you can maintain it through the address numbers. Okay, so that is a
So,
secondary, that is a
so
secondary Mhm.
plant means the receiving side only, no?
Only receiving side, yes. Whatever
Okay.
plant you are mentioning here, for this plant you are creating a purchase order, right? So this plant will be needing the material, so that plant address should be available over here. Okay, where your supplier needs to supply the material, that address. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometime in real time scenario what will happen, let's say in some time you don't require this material at your plant level. Let's say there will be some other locations should be there. Let's say there will be a site will be there. Let's understand it this way. Let's say you are having a um, let's say Airtel is your company or Reliance Jio is your company. Okay, so Airtel is having your office. Let's say they are having their office at Cuttack or Bhubaneswar or some places, or let's say Delhi or Gurgaon, they are having any places they are having their office. Okay, but right now um, let's say they are having the office in the Delhi. Okay, right now they are setting up some of the tower or something in the Noida, or let's say any other place of where they are not having the office. Okay, that is a site address. So basically, let's say you want to deliver that item to the site address. Okay, so that might be getting copied from the, if there is any kind of sales order is there, so in that sales order there will be a shipping address will be there. Okay, ship to address will be there. So that can be copied from there, or you can create it, like you can customize it. If you want to have a separate address, then you can customize it through the help of a ABAPer. Okay, that is a secondary part, we will discuss sometime, but this is a scenario. Okay, this kind of scenario also you can get, but standard, as a SAP standard, whatever plant you are entering over here, this plant address only it will come here. Okay, able to understand?
Yes.
Okay, okay, fine. So next one is your confirmation tab. So in the confirmation tab, basically you can see here there is a confirmation control is there. Here there is a order acknowledgement is required. Okay. So now if you select this one, now you can see there is a confirmation is there. So if you want to have a confirmation from the vendor, okay, or if you want to create an inbound delivery with respect to this purchase order, inbound delivery means, let's say vendor will be sending you a confirmation that, let's say you are saying like date you have already mentioned 2705. So let's say after vendor is receiving this purchase order, they will be sending you a confirmation. Okay, that we are calling as a advance shipping notification. Okay, so likewise just will understand, let's say you order something from the Flipkart, right? So whenever you are ordering something from the Flipkart is confirming you back, on this date you will be getting delivered the product, right? So that is a confirmation from the Flipkart. So similar same thing in the business also is there. So there also, let's say they are saying like on this date we are going to supply the material, so they will be giving an advance shipping notification, or we call it as a um, we can call it as a confirmation or acknowledgement we can call. Okay, so that is basically the advanced shipping notification. So once this process is there, yeah, Poonam, you're saying something.
Yes, sir. I'm a little bit confused here because we are sending advance shipping notice, or
we are
after we receive the goods, then send the notice.
we are not sending anything, we are sending the purchase order. Okay, so
Okay.
understand this process. You are sending a purchase order means you are asking someone that I need this product. Okay, you are sending a
Mm-hmm.
purchase order. So you are saying I need this I need this material. Now who will be sending the confirmation or as a advance shipping notification? Your supplier or vendor will say. Okay, understand it this way, like the example I have given. you are asking Flipkart, or you are giving an order in Flipkart. Okay, that is the purchase order from you to the Flipkart. Okay, so Flipkart, when it receive that order from you, that you need a product, okay, any kind of product, let's say mobile or anything you need it. So now Flipkart, when you give an order, Flipkart will tell you, okay, I will be giving you the mobile on, let's say, after 2 days. Okay, that is a confirmation from the supplier that they are giving the product on this date. So you will be able to understand, okay, I will receive this product on this date. Okay, able to understand?
Mm-hmm.
So if you are having this kind of condition, let's say you are having a confirmation control process, then you can go with the, let's say, inbound delivery process. Okay, so without inbound delivery process is also possible. If you are having this kind of, let's say, confirmation control, as a they're sending you advanced shipping notification, you can go with the inbound delivery. So what is the importance of the inbound delivery? Let's say if you are having any other modules, let's say transport management is there, or let's say there is a EWM module is there, so for that one there will be confirmation control or inbound delivery is most required. Okay, but for us, if we say about as a simple term or simple basis, so we can remove this one. Okay, we can just hold it as a blank, confirmation, no confirmation is required. We can directly do the goods receipt. But in the confirmation, if you are selecting over this inbound delivery or any kind of confirmation, then you have to do a inbound delivery after this purchase order. Whenever you receive a uh, advance shipping notification, then you have to create a inbound delivery to receive the goods. So goods will be received, or GR will be done based on the inbound delivery. Okay, not on the purchase order. So if you are entering the purchase order, it will say no selectable items are there. Okay, so you have to enter the inbound delivery, then only you will be able to possible to do the goods receipt. Okay, this is the inbound delivery concept is there. So basically this inbound delivery concept will be very much required when you are having any kind of TM module is there, or any kind of EWM module is there. So there it will be very important to have a inbound delivery. Okay, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now here you can see there is a acknowledgement required button is there. Now whenever you send a, let's say, purchase order to the vendor, if your vendor needs to an acknowledgement that I have received your order. Okay, so same kind of thing, if it is required, so you can select this acknowledgement required. So whenever your vendor is receiving that purchase order, they will be giving one acknowledgement that they have received the purchase order. Okay, so this is basically the confirmation indicators. Now next one is condition control. Here there is no important terms are there. Only if you want to print the price in your purchase order form, then you can be able to see it in the purchase order form. Next one is retail. Next one is Incoterms. Okay, so basically here you can see there is a Incoterm. Okay, in the normal scenario, okay, Incoterms will be there in the delivery schedule. Okay, you can see sometime in the delivery schedule tab, you can see there is a Incoterm. Okay, same with the header section. Here you are having a delivery invoice tab is there. So here you are having the payment terms and the Incoterms also you'll be having. So right now you can see there is no Incoterms is there. Okay, so basically in here I believe someone has modified this one. So basically here in the delivery invoice tab in the header section, and the delivery schedule tab in the item section, there you will be having this Incoterms. Okay, there you will be having the Incoterms. If you are practicing the ECC system, I'll check for the S4HANA system if this is the scene or someone has modified. I believe someone has modified this one. Okay, so this Incoterms is available in both of these tabs, in the delivery tab, in the header section, in the delivery schedule tab, in the item section. Okay, so what is the importance of this Incoterm, and what is the Incoterm of both of these things? Okay, if you are having it in the header section, or if you are having in the item section. Okay, so basically This incoterms you have already seen in the info record. We are having a incoterm. In the vendor also we are having one incoterm. So if you go here, if you go inside the vendor, okay, if you go inside the vendor, if you go to the vendor general data, not here I believe, purchasing data. Okay, so here you are having some of the incoterms. Here you can see there is an incoterm is there in the vendor. Okay, in the supplier you can say there is an incoterm. This incoterm will be copying to the header section. Okay, purchase order header, it will copy to the purchase order header. Now, now if we see here, there will be a, this is a info record. If you go to the info record, here also in the, okay, this is the purchasing data. Here also you are having one incoterm. Okay, so these are the two incoterm. One you will be able to find it in the vendor section. One you will be able to find it in the incoterm section of purchasing section of the info record. So this incoterm will be copying to the item section. So it will be copying to the item section. Okay, basically this will be copying to the item section. So for us, this is important. This incoterms will be important for us. Okay, so basically here you can see this incoterm. If you have maintained in the info record, it will be copying to here. Okay, and this is most important for us. For head, this header incoterms, it is not that much of important, but the item level or item section incoterms is the important one, and this will be this will be required for the MM side. Okay, so basically this is the difference. You need to know this thing. Okay, so incoterms, there are two types of incoterms are there. One is in a header section, one is in a item section. So header section incoterms will be fetched from the vendor details. Item incoterms will be fetched from the info record details. Okay, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will save this one. Okay, just hit on Control S. Okay, so before going to save, just do one thing. Here there is a check button is there. Okay, here there is a check button is there. So just click on check. It will show you if any kind of error or warning messages are there. Okay, so here you can see no messages generated for output for purchasing document. So we have not maintained any kind of output. So what is the output? Same thing as a in the request for quotation we have seen. We are sending this document to the vendor. So how it will be sent? By this output. Okay, output message, it will be configured. Okay, now next one you can see lower price obtained for 100 kgs. Okay, this is the scale we have maintained. Okay, so these are the warning message. Three warning messages are coming. So you can save this. If you are having a warning message, you can save, or you can have you can maintain, let's say this order output thing you can maintain, or if you want to solve this also, you can maintain this data. Okay, now close this one. If you go to messages, here also you can have the same output type. Okay, so medium, we can select this one. Okay, this is not defined. So this is not defined, we'll see it in a later phase. We're not going to set this one. Okay, so now we will just save this one. So later we will be looking into the print section. Okay, so it is saying system message has been issued. Do you want to save the data? So if it is a warning message, you will be able to save it. Just try to save it. Now you can see purchase order has been created based on this number. 788 is the number. It has been created. Okay. So we are not going to see any further things. Permanent, you can share your screen and we'll see what is the issue you are facing. So he is facing some of the issue. It is kind of he is doing a goods receipt. Okay, so I'll just stop sharing. So you can share your screen. If you have already opened your system, you can share your screen, we can see. So he is able to, like, he was trying to do a goods receipt. So after this goods receipt, sorry, while doing the goods receipt, he was not able to do the goods receipt. So we'll be looking what issue he is facing. Maybe some of you might face the same issue, so we can see that. Okay, and we have
Sir,
come.
you have to enable this participant screen, sir.
Okay, yeah, now you can do it. Okay, so everyone has started practicing, right? Or no, not yet. Okay, just we'll go through the details over here. So this is the purchase order you have created. Open a new screen and open your purchase order. Okay, wait over here. Wait over there. Just go back. Here you have to select this 101 moment type. Why you have selected 122? Right, yes. Select 101. Enter. Okay, now it is taking. Yeah. Click on item, okay. Click on check. Location. You have to enter the storage location. Yes. Check again. Okay. Now I can post it. Post it. Yes. Okay. So you have to see this one also. Okay. Goods receipt. Here
Okay, sir, got
you
it.
have to see the moment type also. Okay. Okay. So no problem. Yeah. That problem is solved. Okay. Now let me share my screen. Okay. You can stop sharing. Okay. So now we have created the purchase order. Now, if you want to uh, like change or modify the purchase order, you can do it through the ME22N. Okay, let's say after that you want to do something, you want to change something, you can be able to change it. Okay, with respect to ME20, let's say you want to add some of the payment terms later, or you want to add some of the, let's say, okay, so we'll go to
Sir,
yes.
if possible, can you please share the T codes so we can try to buy that?
You want the T codes, all T codes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be sharing. Okay, so basically this is the purchase order we have created. Now, if you want to change some of the data, okay, let's say I want to say that I want to close this purchase order. Okay, now you can select this delivery completion indicator, you can select this final delivery, and you can save it. Okay, so this is just if you want to change something over here. Let's say you want to change the here you want to add a material batch. Here, if you want to change the quantity, anything you want to change, you will be able to do it. Okay, so you can change it in the ME22 and you will be able to do it. Okay, so basically this is for the end users. If they are going to change something, you can suggest them go to ME22 and there you can change something. Okay, basically this is the change process. Okay, now there is a just a second. Okay. Okay, so if we have like created some of the messages, okay, basically the output message, okay, this has not been configured, so we will be looking into some other time how we can configure a message. So that is also a separate part, that is a output determination process is there. Okay, so we will be looking into it, how you can enable these messages, how the messages will be created automatically while you are creating a purchase order. Okay, those kind of things we'll be looking into it in the output determination section. Those are the advanced sections are there. Once we are completing the process, like the P2P cycle, or we are completing some process, after that we will be looking into the advanced topics. Okay, so now let's say if you have entered some of the messages like we have seen in the request for quotation, there we are going to ME9A and we are executing there to transmit the messages. So similarly, the T code for the transmitting of purchase order to the vendor is ME9F. So there you can go to ME9F and you can send this purchase order to the vendor. Send means you, if you have a, let's say you can generate an output. If it is a print option is there, so you can print it and you can send it. If it is a EDI method and some other method, then directly you can execute that and it will send automatically a purchase that form to the supplier or vendor. Okay, now next thing, if you want to see some of the reports for the purchase order, now let's say what kind of open purchase orders are there. Okay, if you want to see those kind of things, now how you can see, so we will go to /o me2l, sorry, me2l. So me2l is basically purchasing document per supplier. Okay, let's say if we want to see about the supplier, we'll see 1399. Let's say for this supplier I want to see what are the purchase orders are there. If you execute this one, not for the 1710, remove the plants. Okay, now if you want to execute, you can be able to see we are having this purchase order based on this vendor. Okay, so this is the T code me2l. Here you can see with respect to vendor what are the purchasing documents are there. Okay, now if you want to see with respect to material how many purchase orders are there. Okay, we'll go to /n and me2m. Okay, me2m is the T code. Now based on the material, let's say whatever is our material, what is the material, so we can see this one, enter this one, execute. So based on this material what kind of purchase orders are there, you will be able to see. So for this material also there is one purchase order we have created. Okay, so now based on the material group also you can see. Okay, so that is basically me2c. So here with respect to purchase group also you can see. So one more thing is there. One. Okay, so here you can see based on the purchasing document also you can be able to see what are the purchase orders are there. Okay, so purchasing document, let's say you want to see for the purchase requisition, you want to see what are the purchase orders are there, you will be able to see over here. Okay, this is the me2n is the T code. Okay, these are some of the reports that are available for the purchase order. These are the standard reports are there for the purchase order. If you want to see what kind of purchase orders are there based on your supplier, based on your material, based on your material group, or based on your purchasing document, you will be able to see it. Okay, able to understand? Able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's all for today. So try to practice this purchase order, everyone. If you are facing some of the issue or challenges, just let me know or try to discuss it in the group. Okay. So except Ayush and
Okay.
Parmanand, Poonam and uh, Aruna, are you practicing?
So just started on ECC only.
No problem. But try to practice, okay? Because if you are keeping it as a bulk, so we have completed a lot till now. Okay, if we say we have seen the master data, we have seen the transaction, means the organizational data, we have created many things. Okay, if you keep it as a bulk, so if you are not practicing it, later on it will be very difficult for you to like start and complete all of those things. Okay, try to practice on a daily basis, small thing. It will be helpful for you at a later phase. Okay, so later on there are a lot of things are there. So we are saying like there is a pricing procedure, there is a let's say there is a output determination, there is many other things are there. Okay, so when we go to that section, it is not like that you have not completed the starting section and you are going to the advanced section. Okay, so try to practice. Okay, so try to practice on a daily basis. That will be very helpful for you to work and also in the interview process also. Okay, if you have practiced for 100 times, 200 times. Okay, so let's say if we are continuing for 3 months, means it is a 90 days. Okay, 4 months means 120 days. So if you practice on a daily basis, means 100 times practice. Okay, so 100 time practice means it is a good thing for you to answer in the interview. Okay, so once you are practicing 100 times, means it will be there in your mind for every time, that it will be there in your mind. Okay, so that's why I say practice every day. So every day means it is a work for you. Okay, so so that's all for today. We'll be connecting again on tomorrow. Okay, try to practice.
Yes.
Okay, bye bye everyone.
Bye.